Kia ora, welcome back once again, here with another Q&A session. So we'll jump into it. First question is, my partner supports me, but she's worried about the impact. How do you manage that? So yeah, this was a good conversation. So great that this individual's got a supportive partner who's happy for him to chase his dreams, to go and serve in the unit. But she is worried legitimately about the potential impacts. So on them as a couple, their relationship, and them down the track should they look to have children, or should they have children together. So they don't currently have children at this stage, but clearly they're in love with each other, and that's on the cards. How do you manage that, the impact? I wish I had great advice, and I remember sharing this with the individual, but for me, the impact, there's so many ways in which life as an operator within the unit can impact you personally and impact your family. It can impact you in terms of, any operational deployments or just training and the need to get ready and to be prepared to perform every day because you're on a daily renewable contract, to perform at your best, to always be physically ready, to be mentally sharp, to have your equipment squared away. There's that sort of challenge and aspect to it, and that can have an impact. I know in my family it did. So how do you prepare for that? Work with the easiest thing that I think I can share, and I think I got this from Harry Moffat, speaking and having the privilege to interview him when I was doing the Epic Aotearoa podcast, is the need to communicate. I'm not a great communicator, and I haven't been a great communicator with my partner, especially if I'm upset about something. Over the years, I like to think I've gotten a little bit better over time. But if you can crack that piece and communicate well with your spouse, with your partner, in terms of sharing and discussing what it is that you're going through and what it is that you need to do, then that will help and go a long way to helping you do the things that you need to do so that you can serve effectively in your role and in your work. How do you manage it? Day by day. Managing that stuff day by day. And I've been lucky having a spouse and a partner that really loves me and cares for me regardless of my faults and flaws and weaknesses, has been a huge, huge blessing. So having the right person definitely helps in terms of being able to manage and navigate your way through the challenges. Second, I've always wanted to apply, but my family doesn't understand. How do you handle that disconnect? This was another good one as well. This person was talking about their family members, siblings and parents, not so much their partner. Well, this particular person wasn't in a relationship with a partner, and so theirs was more around their family not understanding. And I don't want to get into all the details, but the family members of this individual had some fairly strong opinions about the Defence Force in general, and in particular about the SAS. So whatever their reasons are, I won't delve into on here. But how do you handle that disconnect? You have to do what's right for you. And if you want to join the unit and serve, then you get after it. That's the only advice that I gave this individual when I spoke with them. We spoke about a bunch of other things, but I'll leave that response there. Next question, what kind of personal sacrifices did you make to get ready, and was it worth it? Personal sacrifices for me, I think, in my mind and even on reflection, were really minor, like sacrificing going out and drinking alcohol, sacrificing, nights out on the town with the boys, having, drinking and then being hungover the next day. Like, those weren't much of a sacrifice. Sacrificing time with my partner, so she was my girlfriend at the time, my now wife, but at the time we didn't think we were going to be still together. So I gladly gave up and sacrificed time that I could have spent with her to train, to work on my kit, to stay focused and locked in on what it was that I wanted to do, to look after myself physically. So but again, I didn't see that as much of a sacrifice at that time. Was it worth it? For me, it was. In hindsight, was I selfish in a lot of ways? Yeah, 100%. It was very selfish because that's all I wanted to do. And the fact that I now had a girlfriend, I didn't see that as something that was going to stop me or that needed to stop me from achieving that. So for me, it was worth it, 100%. You need to work out if it's worth it for you. How do you handle the doubt from people who don't believe you'll make it? How do you handle it? You handle that doubt by not... It was as of the Avengers. We handle it by not handling it or whatever. It was an earthquake or something at the time. But anyway, I digress. So you handle that by not handling it, by not giving it your time and attention specifically, by putting your time, attention, and energy into what you know you want and what you want to do. And if those doubters want to make their doubt known to you, then for me and to you, I would say, good, take that. Say, yeah, no worries, awesome, yeah, okay. And you bottle that, all of that up, and you unleash it on selection and through cycle, all the way through till you get badged. You keep drawing from that bottle of doubt from those individuals or from those groups of people, and you drink out of it every time you need to help you get through, every time you're struggling, every time you're suffering, every time you get told you've done something poorly. You take a skull out of that bottle of doubt and push through, push on through. That's how you handle it. So we'll make this one the last one. Should you go into selection with a plan B or fully burn the boats? That's a great question. My response is burn the boats. Go all in. Your plan B is if you get removed from the course. And your plan B then, at least my plan B was, okay, I get removed. Wasn't good enough this time. Go away, work on what I need to work on. I'm reapplying, I'm coming back. And go back again. Your plan B is to reapply. So hence why I say burn the boats, reapply. If you fail, reapply. If you fail, reapply. If they tell you that you can't, still reapply. If they tell you when you reapply that you can't, give it some time, reapply again. If you badly want to be there, keep reapplying. That's all I can put it down to. Why do I say that? Thankfully, I didn't have to go through that, but that's because that's the mindset that I had. So I think if you focus in on one thing that you really want, I think, and you're genuine about it and you put in the work and you make the sacrifices, time, effort, energy, I believe you'll get what it is that you focus on and what it is that you want. I may be wrong, but that's my 2 cents on it. So anyway, we'll leave it there for those questions in this video. Thank you again for those that have turned up, that have been sticking around, that have been watching these, that have been getting some value out of the questions. I know I've been enjoying engaging with the individuals and having the conversations with them. And I think that based on the questions that they've been sharing, that's why I started this series. I thought, man, some of these questions just really hit me differently and really caused me to think. And I figure if these people have had these questions and it can cause me to think as deeply as what it has in a number of them, then I hope that it's helpful by sharing them, but obviously without disclosing who these individuals are and where they are. So whatever challenges, struggles, as always, that you may be going through, keep turning up each day, keep smashing, keep moving forward, stay in the fight. And until the next video, I'll see you next time.